Hiya Duck, we're back, and guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Back again. Faye is back. Back again. Can you remember she had the snakeskin nails on? Yes. I actually saw a TikTok yesterday of somebody peeling a panther from head to tail.
A panther?
A panther. A python.
Python?
A python.
I was going to say that would be a bit nasty doing a panther.
Not a panther, a python. Peeling the whole snake, and the actual snake has like a cover over its eyes and in its nose, and it can't breathe properly and everything. Yeah, and he literally peeled it all off. It was quite satisfying. Anyway, we're getting rid of the snake skin. We're not like gonna blitz it away, I don't think. Anyway, we're gonna fill them, but we're gonna change the design. I think it's really important that everybody knows how to fill their nails, or as a nail tech, you need to know. So, let's do it. We're going to start by taking off these stones. I'm using an old pair of nippers just to crack the sides of that gel. So we put these on with the gem gel, and then we're just going to crack the edges of the gem gel, and then that'll release your stone. Now, some people think, oh, I'll just use a file, or I'll use an electric file to get those stones off. No, no, no. You will ruin the file or the electric file bit. No. It's a no from me. So, how's everybody's reaction been to you having these snake skin nails on?
I mean, people have loved them. I went to Manchester.
Yeah.
And I went into a really lovely coffee shop. And this guy who was serving me was like, couldn't have complimented my nails any higher. And he was like, they've got snake skin in. I'm like, oh yeah, they've definitely got snake skin in. But people don't look, not everybody looks at
that close.
Yeah, and that much detail. Like he was really like, he was
proper intrigued.
He was. But I've still had loads of really nice comments about my nails. Obviously they're like half the length that they normally are, and it's really funny because I looked back at a video the other day when we had Milo, and if I just
Milo's
show you,
the cat.
Milo's my little kitten, and if I just show you the length of my nails.
While that's loading, I'm going to be doing cuticle prep with our cuticle prep bits. Christ almighty.
I'm so excited about this. We didn't do cuticle prep in the normal way last time we filmed, and I was absolutely devastated, heartbroken, emotionally unstable.
So
all
yeah,
of those
we
kind of
did it without the electric file. So there is two different ways, but today we're going to use the electric file, and we are going to use the cuticle prep bits. Cuticle bit, proximal fold bit. Cuticle bit goes first. Pop that in. Here we go.
Can you just appreciate?
Oh, look how long.
Look how long they were.
Oh my god.
They were so long, weren't they?
These are the nails that she had on when she collected. Or when...
Yeah, when Milo came, yeah.
Yeah. Have we got a picture of Milo? Oh, look at him! Oh, so this is Zeus, Milo. Oh, did you know you could do that now?
I know, it's weird,
It's weird,
it's
yeah, you can
weird.
press it down and it cuts them out. I love that. Yeah, so these are Oscar and Button's, my cat brothers. How cool is that? We're in the family job. Right, so the rotation needs to be pushing away from you. So you're going to put it in reverse. Now, if you're left-handed, you're going to do it the other way. So you'll just have it in a forward motion. And you want to keep that bit quite flat. So I'm not digging in like this, because you're going to make a line in the natural nail. So if you were digging in like with the tip, you would end up with a line around here where you've removed nail. And that's not what we want to do. We want to remove non-living tissue from the nail. And if you don't do this, yes, you can do this with a file and a cuticle pusher, but I find this way really effective, and it will just lift up that cuticle as well. So I've got it in reverse mode, and I'm keeping it quite flat. And because it's in reverse mode, it will push the cuticle away from that nail plate. So it'll also push back the cuticle all at the same time. So it's kind of doing two jobs for you. But Faye does love this. Do you feel like you're having some microdermabrasion or something like that on your fingers?
It's just so satisfying, and I just feel like it's so like
thorough.
It is thorough, which I absolutely love. But I don't feel like you can get that close with a file because of catching, like nicking your skin. Yeah, I love it.
And also, there's not a lot of pressure. We're not pressing on hard. We're letting the bit glide over the natural nail, so you're not eating into the natural nail. And you'll feel the difference between nail and that non-living tissue. It kind of feels like a little bit rubbery compared to the bit touching the natural nail. So when the bit touches the skin or the non-living tissue that is on the nail, it just feels like a little bit rubbery. So you can really judge how much you're going to take away. As soon as you start to feel the difference and you're hitting the natural nail, that's when you need to move on. Then I'm going to use the proximal fold bit. Now this one we're going to use on the skin, all around this proximal fold, on top of that cuticle, and it will lift, but it's also going to exfoliate any dry, dead skin away. You don't want to stay in one place for too long because you will create heat. And if you see how this little flap here, you can go across in the other direction to take that off, but don't press hard. Just feather over with the bit. Now if it's too problematic, you can just nip that away with your nippers, cuticle nippers. You've got any calluses at the side, you can exfoliate them. We can see here we have a bit of a callus.
That's not the hand I write with either. That's really weird.
I know, I was thinking.
Why would you get that?
She works so hard.
Must be the keyboard bashing.
I think it is the keyboard bashing.
Well, what else would it be? There's nothing else with that hand.
Are you sure about that? So we're going to do that on all of the nails. I'm now going to use the ceramic bit, and it's the one with the lavender or lilac Swarovski crystal at the end. So we're going to use that now. You could use a normal file if you want to. You don't have to use an electric file. But what I'm going to do is take off that top coat. So can you see the difference there between this is top coat and this is acrylic? and you want to get rid of that top coat. Just going to speed this up to 18. The higher the speed, the gentler I can actually make contact, because the bit is doing the work for me. You don't want to have to press on really hard. If you've got to press on really hard with your bit, you either haven't got it on a high enough rotation, or your bit is dead. R.I.P. to the bit. You need to throw it in the bin. And I'm going to take off anything that may have lifted. So now I've got a 180 grit file, and I've got a buffer on the back because I'm just going to use this file for this set. And I'm just abrasing the surface now of that natural nail, and I can blend in and do the maintenance on the apex. So if the apex has grown too far down, we're going to then taper that off, and then when we fill, we'll put the apex back in.
That one needs a apex on it.
Needs a apex.
Yeah, that one.
Why that one?
You've been inspecting them.
Yeah.
Once you've done that, you want to make sure that you shape this free edge as well. Get the free edge a nice shape. And we're going to do that to all the nails.
No, not what I wanted
Faye's
to
going to
do.
play music on her phone.
Sorry, that's not what I wanted to
What
do.
an amateur.
Oh my days!
You're going to have to get another...
Oh, model. I've heard it all before. Still been here 15 years later. Just
Still can't get rid of it.
yeah, you still can't get rid of me, but you wouldn't want to, so don't kid yourselves.
I think we should hear.
Mute her.
I think we should hear from the viewers. Should we get rid of Faye, or do we keep her forever chained to this desk and force her to have really long nails?
Have the skin, baby.
I'm going to wipe over with clean-up solution. This is going to dehydrate the nail, and it's also going to take off any of those tiny microscopic particles of dust or nail filings. So, because she's got the snakeskin inside and it's encapsulated underneath the clear, you know, if you wanted to keep that, you could then just fill with a nude or a colour pink, and you could keep that on show. But we're actually gonna get rid of that. We're just gonna cover it with our gel polish design, but we need to fill these bad boys first. So now we're going to use the Ultra Bond, which is from Nailchemy, because we're using Nailchemy acrylic today. Just on the natural nail, you don't need to like smush it down onto the acrylic nail, just on the natural nail. And one coat is more than enough. And we're going to use Peach. This is their core range. And I'm not worried about it making like an exact match to the sunbed stained acrylic that's already on there, because we're going to be covering this up. It's purely here for strength. I'm using the Oscar the Wild brush, which is one of my favourite brushes. If you like a brush that goes to a nice point, then this is the brush for you. If you want a slightly smaller version of this, then we do the Mr. Buttons brush. We do have a video all about the brushes, so if you're struggling to choose which acrylic brush that you want, then check out that video. It's so useful. I get so many questions about brushes and which one should I use, and it is definitely personal preference, but it's how you work. If you work a certain way, then a certain brush will fit your technique better. So give that video a watch, it'll help you. Your brush is definitely key to your application. So I'm just picking up one bead, placing it at the back by the cuticle, but not touching the cuticle. The finger is pointing down, you'll notice as well. So that just enables the product to run down the nail. And then I can just tease the rest of it where I want it, feather it over the remaining, feather it over the rest of the length. And I just want to make sure I've got enough on your stress areas, which, you know, the area that always breaks, if you're going to have a break in a nail, it tends to be 90% of the time at this sort of area here where that natural nail finishes. So I need to make sure I have enough product there as well. So again, taking the finger down and softly patting and pressing and pulling the product into place. Does anybody else do that? They tap on the thingy because they want the client's hand.
You have to get her attention because she's always nosing the phone.
Yeah.
Right. Well, looking at slippers, Adam. Absolutely.
How much are these slippers for? You crazy person.
That I'm looking at that.
She's seen some slippers, they are absolutely beautiful.
But they're slippers.
I know, but they're my work shoes. Would you have nasty shoes on your feet?
I don't have nasty shoes on my feet, but
Right, exactly.
These are my work shoes.
See what I mean? Yeah, see, you have nice ones.
Kirsty even wants to be taller when she's sitting down.
Yeah. Got a decent platform on them they have. Right, so I'm going to file these into shape. So I'm going to follow my normal filing routine, which is get that cuticle nice and crisp, flush, so we've got no like lip there. You want to make sure that your shape is still intact. Everything's looking gorgeous. And then we can bring this all together. Check down the barrel, check the side view. Have we still got a nice apex? We have. And this is just a 180 grit file. There's not a lot of, you know, heavy filing that needs to be done. So we're going to do that on all the nails. I'll fast forward this bit for you. So, same file again. I'm using the buff. The buff? My God! I have no words today. I'm very tired.
She's in the buff.
I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. It's stupid, I know, but I wasn't very well. That's all I'm going to say. So, forgive me if I can't speak. Basically, I'm buffing them. I'm using the buffer that I set up this file because this has got a metal centre board and we have replaceable paper file things.
Sanding
things.
papers.
Basically. So I've set this file up so I can just use this one file. And then I peel them off and then I can put fresh on for another client. Not that I do clients, but I think I might start doing clients.
If anybody
wants some bespoke nails and they want to book in with me, message me on Instagram. Because I fancy doing it.
Some big nails, some big bespoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've got to really float your boat, haven't they?
They have, yeah. Give us your hand.
Can you do the thumb again?
Oh, what do you want me to do?
What you've just done with the middle.
I went like there.
No, go on, you did a bit more
And then
than
I went
that.
like this.
No, come on, you did a bit more than that.
I went like that, that's all I did. And you went, oh, much better.
Yeah,
Much better.
Do it like that shape though. Feel like it needs a bit more. Pizzazz. If you could frame that face, I'd have that in my dressing room.
Got a dressing room.
Yeah, dressing room. Bloody have.
Wow, I want a dressing room.
Basically, she's got no kids and it's a spare room.
Absolutely.
It's the Yeezy room.
No, that's my other room.
Oh, that's your other room.
That's the
Sorry,
other room.
she's got a 3-bedroom house and they have no children, so
Yeah.
they've got all these rooms. They've got a dressing room, got a guest room.
An office.
Yeah, an office / Yeezy room with a
No
Yeezy
kids.
neon sign.
No kids.
With no kids.
Still no kids.
This is what you can do when you have no kids. You can have so much stuff.
Wheels your oyster.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my other hand.
Yeah.
My other hand was being a diva then. Want to get in the frame.
God, you are cold.
I told you, you've opened that door because you've had stinky mackerel, and then we all have to. Me and Adam, we nearly died, don't we? The stench was disgusting.
I love.
That's why I put so
love
much
it.
Cajun spice on me chicken
To get rid of the-
mask the flavour of.
Do you know what it
mackerel.
worked though? Is your lunch smelled amazing.
Smelled.
Oh,
It smelled amazing. Yeah, she did go to school. Sometimes. So we just wiped over with clean-up solution because
They look so much better.
she might have, I didn't do it, saturated the whole hand with oil. So I've just had to get rid of that. And there
Did you
you
say
are.
might have or might have?
Might have.
Okay. And there's the verb to have or to have.
Oh, it's to have, but I'm from Stoke Duck.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
To have.
And I went to school in Stoke, so you know what I mean.
And I did, but there's still to have, not to have.
Anyway, the door's there.
Infill finish.
Shut it on the way behind you, please.
Get about the
Babe.
designs out.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that video done. I think it's a really important video because we don't always do a lot of fill videos or infill videos, and you know it's important. You wouldn't have your eyelashes done and not have them filled in, would you? No. You
Get
would.
your eyelashes filled in.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can have individual eyelashes done, and then as they slowly start falling off, you have
an
them filled
infill.
in. You have an infill
An infill on your lash. Oh my god.
on your lashes as
Yeah,
well.
lashes on your
Growing like mine,
lashes.
I've got lovely lashes, mate. I don't need any
Oh,
of those
God.
Why do boys always have dead good lashes? You can go out the door as well. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram and all that shebang. And everything I've used today will be listed below with discount codes and all that shebang. Please subscribe. And if you made it to the end, give us a thumbs up. I love you, I love you, I love you. Ta-ra, duck. Wasn't talking to you.
Or me.
Or you.